What if the people who need exactly what you offer are already out there searching for it right now and you just haven't shown up yet? I'm glad you're back. Over the last 6 videos, we've talked about how I found digital products after a health scare and a retirement wake up call, how to turn a simple idea into something someone could actually buy, how to get your first sale without a big audience. The biggest passive income mistake I made early on, 5 simple digital product ideas you can start this weekend, and how to keep building without burning out. Today, I want to talk about something that ties a lot of this together. How do you actually get clients, real people, who want what you've made without spending a cent on ads? And I want to be upfront with you before we get into it. I am not going to sit here and pretend I've got some big automated system running in the background while I sleep. I don't. What I have is something simpler and honestly something more realistic for someone our age starting from zero. So let me ask you this. Have you ever made something you were proud of and then had no idea how to actually get it in front of the right people? Drop that in the comments because that was exactly where I was, and I think a lot of you watching this are there too. Let's get into it. The first thing I want to say is this. Getting clients without ads isn't about some clever trick. It's about 3 things working together in order: content first, searchable topics second, a clear place for people to land third. That's it. That's the whole system. And I want to walk you through each piece honestly, including what I'm still figuring out. Step 1 is content first. This is the same thing I talked about back in video 3, and it's still the foundation of everything I do. I create videos and posts around the actual problems my audience is dealing with. Starting over after 50, building income online without a tech background, using AI without feeling overwhelmed, creating a simple digital product, not depending on a 9 to 5 anymore. I'm not trying to be clever or trendy. I'm just trying to be useful over and over around the things I know my audience is actually struggling with. And here's the thing, nobody tells you about this. The content doesn't have to be perfect to work. It has to be honest and it has to be consistent. People can tell the difference between someone selling them something and someone who's genuinely been where they are. That difference is what builds trust, and trust is what eventually turns into a client. Step 2 is searchable topics. This is the part I'm actively working on getting better at, and I want to be honest about that too. I used to just make videos about whatever felt important that week. Now I'm paying a lot more attention to the actual words people type into YouTube search, better titles, better descriptions, the right keywords, because here's what I've learned. A great video that nobody finds doesn't help anyone. The goal isn't to trick the algorithm. It's to use the same words your audience is already using. So when they search for their problem, your honest answer is sitting there waiting for them. What's one question you've typed into YouTube search recently when you were trying to figure something out? Tell me in the comments, because that tells me a lot about how real people actually search for help. Step 3 is giving people a clear place to land. This is something I talked about back in video 3 too, and it still matters just as much. Every piece of content I make points back to one place: my Earnable Skills website, a specific product link, or my email list. Not in a pushy way, just a simple, if this is helpful, here's where to go next. Without that clear next step, people watch your video, feel like it helped, and then have nowhere to go. With it, they have an actual path from viewer to someone you can stay in touch with. And that brings me to the part I think matters most, which is the email list. Here's why I think this is so important for people our age starting from scratch. Someone might watch one of my videos today and not be ready to buy anything. That's completely normal. But if they join my list, I can stay in front of them honestly over time without needing them to find me again through search or recommend. The follow-up is where a lot of the real relationship building happens, quietly in the background. So here's the honest version of what I'm doing. I'm not running ads. I'm not running some automated funnel that prints money while I sleep. What I'm doing is making helpful content around problems my audience actually has, getting a little better every month at making that content findable, and giving people a clear, simple place to go if they want more. That's it. That's the real system, still being built one piece at a time. If I can do this after everything I went through, so can you. Now, before I let you go, I want to bring this back to where we started because this series has covered a lot of ground. We talked about how I found digital products after a health scare and a retirement wake-up call. We walked through the 5-step process of turning a simple idea into something someone could actually buy. We talked about how to get your first sale without a big audience. We talked about the biggest passive income mistake I made early on. We went through 5 simple digital product ideas you could start this weekend. We talked honestly about building without burning out. And today we talked about how all of that starts turning into real clients and real momentum without spending a dollar on ads. If any of this resonated with you and you haven't watched the full series yet, go back and start from video 1. It's all there, step by step, no fluff, no hype, just the honest process I've been building this whole time. So here's your takeaway from today. Pick one problem your audience actually has, make one honest piece of content about it this week, and give people one clear place to go if they want more. That's enough to start. What's the one piece of content you're going to make this week? Tell me in the comments, because I genuinely want to know what you're working on. And if you want to see the kind of simple digital product I've been talking about throughout this whole series, I've left the link in the description below. Have a look when you're ready. If this series helped you today, hit that subscribe button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need to hear this. Thanks for being here with me through all 7 of these. I'll see you in the next one.